Yes, hi everyone, and welcome to our discussion for Book 1, Proposition 11. Proposition 11: to draw a straight line at right angles to a given straight line from a given point on it. This is another construct proposition. It shows how to construct a straight line that would be common to two adjacent right angles, all standing at the given straight line. And the construct would start with a starting line here AB and a given point C, for example, which is along the said starting line. So it is within line segment AB. This proposition presented that in a given straight line, we can actually have two adjacent right angles. And the common line of the said two adjacent right angles is perpendicular to the starting line where everything stands. And let us note that the perpendicular line here is not a bisector. Its function is to establish the creating of a straight line common to the two right angles. We can also note that during the time of Euclid, an angle with a measure of 180 degrees is not being used. Hence, we do not have in his book the definition of a straight angle. We can cite proposition 10 in proving other propositions when we need to consider the parameter of an initial straight line having two adjacent right angles, and that the line common to these two right angles here is perpendicular to the initial straight line. The term perpendicular is indeed being used in this proposition. And as a guide in our construct for the figure and for the proving part, here are our components. So first we have the construct of the equilateral triangle. So that's at proposition 1. And we are also having the cutting off of lines, proposition 3. Okay, and there will also be connecting of 2 points in order to make a line. So that's postulate 1. We also have the definition of equilateral triangle at definition 20 and of two adjacent right angles at definition 10 here. And the parameters of two congruent triangles will be used also in the proving part, and we are being guided by proposition 8. And here's the list of our steps for the construct. Okay, so we'll be guided by these detailed steps. Okay, so let's perform this together. Join me as we construct the figure of proposition 11. So let's begin. So we'll start with the line AB here. Okay, and we have the arbitrary point C here along line AB. So these are our starting elements, line AB and point C, which is along line AB. Okay, so again, point C is not bisecting AB here. So let's have it at this side, at this part. Okay, and we're going to have an arbitrary point D here. Okay, and we were going to replicate CD here along the side in order to have a point C, and that will have CD equal to CE. And how we're going to do that, we will just going to have a circle C here with radius CD. Okay, then the point of intersection of circle C into line AB is a point E. Okay, so keep in mind that line CD is equal to line CE. Okay, and now let's create the equilateral triangle. In order to do that, we have to draw a circle D, center D, and radius DE, and we will also draw a circle E with radius DE. And the point of intersection between two circles here is a point F. All right, and then let's connect the points to draw the equilateral triangle. Okay. And we will now connect C to F to have the common line between two adjacent angles, which is perpendicular to line AB. Okay, so there you have it, our construct, our cute construct for proposition 11. So now for the proving part. Okay, let's use this figure. Okay. And since we are trying to derive right angles in a given straight line from a given point, so this is the straight line in a given point, we have to have two right angles standing, okay, in line AB. So we have to show then, based from the definition of right angles at definition 10, we need to show that there are two angles adjacent to one another that are also equal to one another. So we have to show then that angle DCF is equal to angle ECF. Okay. So how we're gonna do that? So we were going to show that triangle DCF is indeed congruent to triangle ECF. So let's now define the three sets or three pairs of equal sides. Knowing that we have an equilateral triangle here, then we can say that side DF is equal to side FE. And since we have here the line CF, then we can, or FC, then we can say that line FC is equal to itself. So that is our second pair of equal sides. And lastly, we have replicated line CD here to have line CE. So we can say then that line or side DC is equal to side CE. So this is our third pair of equal sides. There you have it. By having three pairs of equal sides, then we can say that triangle DCF is indeed congruent to triangle ECF. Again, with the parameter of two congruent triangles, we can say that all sides and all angles that contained inside those triangles are indeed equal. Then we can say that angle DCF here is equal to angle ECF at this side. So these two angles are adjacent and these two angles are equal. Then we can say that these two angles DCF and angle ECF are right angles. So again, from the starting line AB and the starting point C along AB, we have constructed a line perpendicular to it and common to two adjacent right angles. So thank you everyone for watching and listening, and take care always. Stay safe.